Now, guys, I know I look like an idiot with this hat and the hair right now, but this video is a legitimate thing I want to talk about, right? And it's the fact that there's more to life than money. If you focus too much on the money, you're going to get distracted on what's really important. Now, this message is probably one of the most important that I've actually brought up on this YouTube channel. And I talk about a lot of super important things, but they're more business related. This one is more life related. So this might relate to a bit more people because not everyone runs a business. But with that being said, we're out at the cabin, cozy old cabin. It's absolutely beautiful out here. And guys, as you can see, I've got my dog. I'm here with my good friends. And there just isn't much more to life than, being out in nature, as you guys can see. Absolutely beautiful out here. And so it's important to remember what's really important, right? And I know, like I said, this hat and hair might look retarded, but, you got to do what you got to do when you're out on the four-wheelers. But, guys, just take a look at this. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. It doesn't get much better than this, right? This is our personal cabin. And we've got our own lake out here, so it's absolutely beautiful out here. And the crazy part is we're not even 2 hours away from my home. And it's crazy the difference you can see, right, from the city to, the mountainside. And putting that aside, one of the biggest things I'm doing in my life right now is moving across the country to a brand new city at just 18 years old. So I figured it's time I tell you guys I'm moving out to Miami. And I know you might be thinking I'm going to turn into one of these gurus who sells a Corse, drives a C8 Corvette, but I'm not going to be doing that. I'm building a legitimate business, building something, that's legit, right? I've been in the game for over 3 years now, so I'm not one of your typical gurus. At least I hope so. At least I hope I don't come across as one, right? And I know I might in some cases, but guys, if you get too distracted on the money and focus too much on work, and I know you see these Andrew Tate videos.
What about burnout? What? Do you want to be rich or not? Burnout. Do you want to be rich or not? You work and you sleep. Do you want money? Oh, but I might burn out. Burn out. You're not some fucking Formula One.
Talking about how you need to just work all day and work every single day. Don't do anything else but work. But if you do that, you're not going to be fulfilled, right? As you guys can see, the most important thing you could do in life is getting out in nature, right? Everyone's so distracted and so constantly consumed on their phones. They don't even know what's going on in the real world, right? They see Monaco, they see Dubai, they see, the mountainside. They see everything on social media within a matter of minutes, but they don't actually experience it in real life. Most people don't even travel, right? It's important to get out here and just enjoy the mountains. I'm with my good friends. I'm going back home, spending time with my family. It's important to remember what's actually the most important thing in life. Because, guys, I want you to ask yourself this one question, and that's, if you had $5 billion, what would you rather do every single night? Spend your hours looking at numbers on a screen, or would you rather be hanging out with people you love? It's a simple, obvious answer. At least I hope it is. Right? Because money can only solve money problems. Everyone thinks money buys happiness. It can to an extent, right? But the reality of it is money solves money problems. It's a tool for success and happiness. But if you don't use it right and you use it in the Instagram monopoly, social media way, you're going to get trapped, right? There is two different types of rat races in this world. And there's the rat race, where you're stuck in a 9-to-5, go to college, get a job, get a mortgage, pay off your house in 30 years. Maybe you'll be able to go on vacation, right? And there's also a rat race where you get stuck in just making money and that's all you want to do. You have to focus on what's really important. Find people who will lift you up, make you a better person, do something to help someone else out every single day. And look, I'm not saying I'm not addicted to my phone. Everyone's on them every single day. I'm addicted. But, you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta get out in nature. And, I'm not working at all. I'm literally just recording this on my camera app. And, I could be working. There's no internet up here, but, I could figure out a way to work. I could be brainstorming different content ideas. And I am filming this content because it does need to get done, but I do enjoy this, right? There's a little bit of free time I had. Some of the guys are out cooking right now, so I figured I might as well be doing this. And guys, I could have stayed home very easily. I could have been working, but it's important to take these breaks and, reflect on what's going on with your life, realize what's important. And if you don't do that too often, like I said, you're going to get stuck and you're going to be in a trap that I like to call kind of the rat race. And if you don't get out of it, guys, it's something that's not very enjoyable to be inside of, right? There was a period in my life where all I did was work. Right? I would come home and I would work. And look, it got me results, but I wasn't really fulfilled, right? I didn't wake up enjoying my days. I just went straight to work. And it wasn't very motivating, right? I was just super disciplined, but I wasn't disciplined with the right things. You could be making so much money, but you also could be losing so much money and losing so much time. And time really is the most important thing in this world. And, we only given one life, right? We're only given one life. And if you don't make the best of it, it's going to be tough for you guys to, really live a life that you were proud of, right? I don't want you to be laying on your deathbed, and I don't want to be laying on mine, saying, yes, I had so much money, but I didn't have family. I didn't have friends. I didn't have experiences. Use the money you make. Use the business tips I give you in these videos. And, use the advice that I've given you to scale your businesses, and use it to do things that you truly love, right? Go on vacation. Go do something absolutely epic. Go to Thailand and get on some jet skis. Go do something absolutely crazy. Go fly out to your parents' home. Buy them a house. Do something that you absolutely love to do. Do things that will fulfill you. Don't get focused on the money. I had some person tell me one time, and it was after I had a really good night out with my friends, right? We had an awesome time, and we're hanging out with some girls, doing just, fun stuff. And he asked me, he said, would you rather have sat home with your Rolex, right? What would bring you more happiness? And it was just such a, dumbfounding question, but it really hit home, right? I was like, it's such a retarded question. But when I really thought about it, and, most people who are stuck in the online or money-making space, they probably would have chose to sit home with their Rolex, right? They don't know really what's important. So with that being said, guys, it's your sign to get out in nature, do something really that you love, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Let's get it.